it's official. Dylan Edwards is back in that transfer portal. And I don't know how he cut ties with Kansas State, but the head coach, Chris Killerman, was very brief on his response and asked about Dylan. He said last week he decided to redshirt and he's going to leave the team. He said, I wish him well. It's unfortunate, but I wish him well. Well, I hope he brings his butt back to Colorado. That's all I can say. Come on home. Come back home where it started. We can use you. Let's put you with Omarion Miller, Julian Juju Lewis, Joseph William, Quentin Gibson. Let's get it cracking. I'm pretty sure Coach Prime Deion Sanders will have no problem taking you back, Dylan. Come back to Boulder. We need you. Yes, sir. Come back to Boulder. Come on home. But I'm hearing Nebraska is the front runner right now. Him and Matt Rhule have a special relationship. Man, let's talk about it, man. Say no more.
This shit slap, my nigga, you know I'm going dumb. You staring hard, little mama, like where I know you from. The kid basic and I ain't gotta say shit. I'm out of this world like a motherfucking spaceship. If you knew better, you would put me on your playlist. If you knew better, you know I ain't one.
Welcome back to Say No More Media. Don't forget to click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell right there. You don't want to miss this one. Say no more. Yes, you heard it right. Dylan Edwards has hit that transfer portal on Kansas State. He went ahead and used his red shirt for this season, for the 2025 season, and he will officially be a junior heading into the portal. And as you can know, Dylan Edwards got hurt on the first play of the game. That I don't know if it was the first play of the game, but it was that first game, and he tweaked his ankle, and he ain't really been the same since. Honestly, he has 2 years of eligibility remaining, regardless where he decides to go play. But you remember in that Iowa State when they played in Ireland, man, he had that on that punt return, he muffed the punt, and he had that injury. And then after that, when they played UCF, it's really one of the only big games he had for 2025. He had 166 yards rushing and a touchdown. But that's really been it compared to what we've seen for his 2024 campaign when Dylan Edwards completely went off in the Big 12. Go win crazy. Now, Kansas State hasn't really did what it's supposed to do this year. You know, they were supposed to be contenders for the Big 12, but right now they're at 4-5. They are literally trying to get into a bowl game, and losing Dylan Edwards is not going to help that, especially for next season, as this might be the first year they do not have a 1,000-yard rusher. You know, they lost Giddens to the NFL this past season. He went ahead and went out in the 5th round. So, you know, losing Dylan Edwards to the transfer portal is huge for Kansas State because he is an all-purpose back. He gets busy, and he has that blazing 4.3 speed, yes. And he was a preseason All-American heading into the Big 12. You know what I mean? He was a Big 12 preseason All-American. They had high hopes for Dylan Edwards. It just didn't work out in Kansas State. Dylan Edwards will immediately become one of the top dual-threat running backs in the transfer portal. You know, he's an all-purpose back. He can catch the ball. He can run the ball. He's had 1,072 rushing yards and 8 touchdowns on 184 carries, maintaining a very strong 5.8 yards per average. And he is a very versatile running back, as well as a receiver, where he has had 58 receptions for 449 yards and 6 receiving touchdowns. He is like a Christian McCaffrey. I'm not saying he's Christian McCaffrey, so don't come for me in the comments. What I'm saying is Dylan Edwards is a versatile running back like Christian McCaffrey. I mean, he can do it all. You can hand him the ball 20 times. You can throw it to him 7 to 8 times. Screen passes. You can line him up on the linebacker in the seam. He's going crazy. Now, Dylan Edwards had his best season in college football clearly in the 2024 season for Kansas State, where he averaged a 7 yards per rush, and he went crazy in the Rate Bowl. He went insane. And overall, Dylan Edwards' career totals, he has 15 total touchdowns, 2,000. That's where we need you, bruh, because it's looking ugly for us up here in Boulder. So if you was to come on home, that's exactly what we need. You know, this is a different climate and landscape. It is the transfer portal. So the highest bidder, the best situation is who's going to land Dylan Edwards. And if you think Dylan Edwards is not going to be sought after in the transfer portal, you are highly mistaken. From what I'm hearing, from what I'm understanding, Matt Rhule and the Nebraska Huskers could be the leading landing spot for Dylan Edwards with his ability, you know, his game-changing speed, you know, his versatility. It's something that Matt Rhule and Nebraska Huskers are looking for. It's no guarantee right now, but, you know, he has plenty of options right now. Let's just put it that way. He shut it down for the season. Dylan Edwards went ahead and used his redshirt season. So where do you see Dylan Edwards ending up for the 2026-27 season? Boy, oh boy, how we could use him in Colorado, bro. Just come on home. Wherever he is, he's going to be an instant impact player, a lightning dynamic back. You pair him with a good offensive line, Jordan Seaton. Come on, man. I mean, man, what we have to do in Boulder to get him back. Coach Prime, bring out the bag. Boosters for Colorado, bring out the bag. Alumni, let's pay Dylan Edwards and get him back in Boulder, because what he did that first game against TCU was dynamic when he scored 4 touchdowns as a true freshman. Yeah, you heard it, a true freshman. You all remember that game in 2023 when Dylan Edwards outshined Travis Hunter, Shedeur Sanders here. He went crazy. Xavier Weaver, this is the game right here, his freshman season. He went off for 4 total touchdowns in his freshman season going against the TCU had just played in the national championship as well. So Dylan Edwards is somebody that we need to go pursue ASAP. Like, we need to get him like yesterday. That Dylan Edwards and Avery Johnson, the quarterback from Kansas State, had history. You know, he was a big, huge recruiting point to get Dylan Edwards over there. I seen a couple of things where the fan base was like booing him and they kind of turned their back on him from what I seen when he got hurt. You know, he felt like Kansas State kind of turned his back on him a little bit, allegedly, from what I seen. So he's going where he celebrated. So come on home to Boulder, because boy, oh boy, we trying to celebrate you. Pause. Like, comment, and subscribe. That was crazy. And we'll talk about it later. Say no more.